As I've mentioned in the past, I often get assigned the tough task of road testing and reviewing brand new motorhomes each year. And I really do look forward to running a new coach through its paces and get a chance to visit the factory and just see how those coaches are put together. Though there is an assortment of premium builders of large, expensive production motorhomes out there, I'm often asked, why don't I review something smaller and perhaps more accessible for the average RVer? Well, I listened. I recently had a chance to visit a small family-owned and operated coach builder down in Florida, Coach House Incorporated. They manufacture a bevy of Class B motorhomes that are sometimes classified as Super Bs or downsized C-Class coaches. As one of the 9 different floor plans offered in the Platinum 2 line, even one with a Murphy bed, our subject coach for this review is the 241XL DT floor plan. Seeing the Platinum 2 displayed in the immaculate showroom at the factory gave me a sense as to the overriding mindset of the Coach House clan. Clean, precise, and sure, handed down from father to sons. The keynote attribute of Coach House motorhomes is its one-piece fiberglass body that includes every exterior surface except the undercarriage, molded as one complete assembly. There are no seams or joints to shift or squeak or rattle. The unibody concept proved its benefit during the road test. Reinforced with carbon fiber, when assembled, the shell becomes one with the chassis, resulting in the quietest motorhome I've ever driven. Built upon the popular Mercedes-Benz 3500 Sprinter van, it is powered by the 3-liter V6 diesel engine, delivering 325 foot-pounds of torque. The 5-speed automatic transmission is electronically controlled. The Sprinter platform has performed well for many builders ever since its adoption into the RV industry. So join me as we take a look at the 2017 Platinum 2 Motor Coach. The first thing you notice after climbing aboard is the convertible dinette nestled into its own slide-out just behind the driver's seat. With plenty of overhead cabinet space, plus fine window treatment and lighting, the dinette converts to a sleeping berth for 2. 2 drawers are mounted below each bench seat. When it comes to storage space, Coach House has a knack for making use of virtually every cubic inch. Just forward of the entry door, directly behind the co-pilot seat, stands a 2/3 high cabinet that houses many of the electrical controls on board this 241XL. On the side facing to the rear, a master battery disconnect switch sits just below an assortment of lamp switches, the optional solar charge controller, and the switches for the legless patio awning. A nice light bar is installed at the awning rail, adding ambiance for an evening under the canopy. As with many of the lamp switches throughout this coach house, the awning light bar is further controlled with a dimmer switch. Inside this corner cabinet are other electrical controls, specifically the HWH controller for the hydraulic slide-out mechanism, the switch for the optional equalizer stabilizers, the monitor panel, and switches for the water pump and water heater, as well as the generator, remote start, and hour meter. I really appreciate having the vast majority of the electronic controllers in one central location. There are others in this coach, but the ones you'll use the most are right here within easy reach. Directly rearward of the entry door sits the small galley. Though small in stature, the galley comes complete with everything you'd find in a standard full-size motorhome. A storage cabinet and a set of 3 drawers are installed directly below the galley sink and the 2-burner propane cooktop, and they're outfitted with nifty push-button recessed knobs. No knee knocking here. A convection oven and exhaust fan hood is mounted directly above, along with a couple of storage nooks. Under the sink covers, the coach is equipped with a single well galley sink. A flip-up extension adds counter space when needed. A 6 cubic foot 3-way Dometic refrigerator comes standard on the Platinum 2 models. All in all, a concise and utilitarian galley, suitable for any RVing couple. The galley leads directly to the bedroom area of this Platinum 2 model. It's a 241 XL DT, D for dinette and T for the twin beds you see here. A small wardrobe and 2 overhead cabinets grace the ceiling above each twin. One component coach house mounted below the curbside bed is the AC/DC control center. A nice touch I appreciate, all the AC circuit breakers and DC fuses are color-coded and actually printed on a very readable label. No guessing here. Right next to the 45 amp converter charger is the Xantrex panel for the 1000-watt inverter, which comes standard, by the way. A combination propane and carbon monoxide leak detector is also installed under this twin bed along with a furnace outlet. By the way, there are 2 carbon monoxide leak detectors installed in this coach, one under the twin and a CO only detector mounted above the refrigerator. Very nice. 3 huge drawers command the space below the driver's side twin bed, while ceiling cabinets and a ward are mounted above, same as on the other side of the coach. The optional flat screen bedroom TV is also mounted in the area of this twin. However, it's fully adjustable, so viewing from either or both twin beds is possible. Another dimmer switch controls the ceiling lamps in the bedroom area. Moving to the rear lavatory area, the sink and countertop span the rear of the coach between the shower and the corner cabinet nook shown here. Ceiling cabinets, one of them mirrored, adorn the lavatory area along with a corner cabinet, while the china toilet also includes a handy rinse hose. The full stand-up shower is installed opposite the toilet behind its own glass door. It features a nice bench seat, a feature not usually found on Class B coaches. The lavatory also features one of the 2 thermostatically controlled fantastic roof vent fans. The other one is located between the galley and the dinette. Looking north from the lavatory, the full length of the interior living space is covered with a premium simulated wood floor covering. Personally, I like the fact that sand and dirt will not be ground into carpeting. Many coach owners prefer a smooth floor like this because it's simply easier to keep clean. The centerpiece above the cab area is the 32-inch flat panel high-def television that conveniently swings down for viewing. It swivels as needed and then simply folds up against the front cap area when not in use or when driving down the road. Glass-covered storage nooks on either side of the television hold the Winegard antenna booster on one side and the Blu-ray DVD player on the other side. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to take this rig out on the road. Leaving the factory, it was a short jaunt to the freeway where I could finally get the Sprinter diesel up to highway speed. Needless to say, it handled well. I truly like the Mercedes platform for Class C and Class B coaches. As I mentioned in the published article, the thing that really impressed me was the silence. There was no noise, creaks, or rattling going on, whether it was on the streets, the freeway, gravel, or the grass field I eventually ended up on for the cover shoot. Definitely the quietest motorhome I've ever driven. All 4 of the propane appliances are here on the passenger side of the coach, but with the generator, propane, and fresh water tanks all on the other side, the coach handled in a well-balanced manner. I ran the awning out, but only briefly. As you can see by the blowing moss, it was quite windy coming off the nearby Gulf of Mexico. The propane container, a 15-gallon ASME tank, is positioned below the slide-out on the driver's side. It's equipped with a solenoid valve that automatically shuts off the gas should the leak detector sniff propane inside. A feature not normally found on motorhomes in general, let alone on small Plus B coaches. Further back is the propane generator. A diesel power plant is also available as an option as well. The shoreline cord is a detachable 30-amp Marinco, another nice touch. Here's a convenient extendable outside shower head for rinsing off those sandy feet. The freshwater plumbing bay is located near the rear of the coach on the driver's side, just above the holding tank termination valves. At the very rear of the coach, a long storage compartment opens up to reveal the lavatory drain plumbing. Notice the use of a HEPVO waterless sanitary valve instead of a P-trap. As you probably know, I've long been a proponent of the HEPVO valves and appreciate coach builders taking advantage of their positive attributes. On the passenger side of the coach, 2 long storage bays are mounted forward of and just behind the rear axle. Each bay is automatically lit when the baggage door is opened. Plenty of room for your fishing poles and other cargo. Here's 2 more options found on our review coach: a roof-mounted 160-watt solar panel and battery charger, and a satellite dish. With many more options available, it's probably best to peruse their website for the complete list. Simply go to www.coachhouserv.com and be sure to bore down deep. All in all, a very nice package for those wishing to downsize, or for that adventurous couple wanting all the attributes of a larger motorhome, but in a smaller, more economical footprint. The Platinum 2 by Coach House can serve many purposes for an active RVing lifestyle, and you won't have to go through a dealership to obtain one. Coach House sells directly to the consumer without the distraction of dealer involvement. Like they say themselves, a better motorhome, a better way to buy. So be sure to ask about their buyer incentive programs. Furthermore, every Coach House unit carries a 3-year warranty, and you can take the coach to any RV service shop for warranty work if needed. They'll authorize your favorite technician to perform the repairs, and they'll cover the cost. You can't beat that, folks. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this brief look at the Coach House Platinum 2 241 XLDT. The full review was published in the August 2016 issue of FMC Magazine. So on behalf of FMCA, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Motorhome House Calls.